Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Tremendously beautiful and epic experience in the Assassin's Creed universe. Oh, let's do a battle. Now, there's been, since this one, Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out, and a lot of comparisons between the two were made, and a lot of disappointment in Valhalla in comparison to Odyssey. But then again, Odyssey was compared a lot to Origins, and people get them confused. Origins was Egypt, Odyssey's Greece, and there's a lot of changes. So. Whoa. Oh, goodness me. Ah! One of the big differences between Origins and Odyssey is the pirate battle stuff. Oh, there's some very glitchy looking soldiers on my ship. Why are they so glitchy? Come on, guys. Stop moving. Oh, we are so done. Okay. So the, okay, can I fast travel? Okay, let's just get away from the epicness for one moment. So adding in the pirate style ship-to-ship combat, boarding them is just not really a feasible option. I mean, you can, technically, but it's not a locking boats together system where you would do that and it would make any sense whatsoever. And the world is absolutely huge. So this is the entire world. It's massive. Lots of little islands. Again, you could argue there's a lot of ocean, but there's still a lot of continent as well. So let's go somewhere interesting. Can I go? No, I can't do that. Oh, I can do that. Ah, buddy. Whoa. Let's go somewhere nice and green. Oh, I can't fast travel because I'm in combat. God dang it. So yeah, the big thing was adding the pirate combat from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Look at that, I'm drifting. Oh, they're still chasing us. I can't shoot that far. No, let's not. Let's just not. All right. So the world, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, is a typical Assassin's Creed adventure. You got revenge. You got your journey of killing a whole cult of evil dudes. I'll show you on the menu now. Now things have calmed down. We got a tremendous number of quests. Lots and lots of side missions. You have the change that was implemented with Assassin's Creed Origins, which was the complete revamp to combat and to equipment. So it does carry over here. I've got a whole bunch of items, all legendary. Again, I could level them up to a higher level. It's not worth worrying about. But yeah, you can toggle the helmet on and off, which is nice. My helmet's pretty weird, so I do turn it off. And you have the choice of player, so you can be Cassandra, or the dude. I don't like the dude's voice. That's why I chose the girl. We have the leveling up. We have the skill tree. Again, only some things are worthwhile. I mean, you want to specialize your build, so you do want to maximize the abilities you like. You can reset them quite easy, which is one of the good things about the game. And there's a number of these extra things, and some of the abilities I have are absolutely insane, which I've got from doing DLC. So I'll jump straight to it. I recommend the game, but you should be able to get it quite cheap now that Valhalla's released, and then Mirage is coming up. So again, you'll save plenty of money. Turn it off. And it's good value for money because you can play it a long time, as long as you like Assassin's Creed games. And I find if you played Origins, it's quite fan. If you played Origins a lot, you may not get into Odyssey as much. So, oh, I got the stupid music. You got ship customization. You've got all the upgrades for your ship, which, you know, there's plenty of stuff. I'm not really too worried about saving up for arrows. Upgrading your hull is, for the ship-to-ship combat, upgrading your hull is absolutely a must, because the damn ship, they're trash. I mean, it just dies so easy. Early on, you just want to avoid combat. Okay. And at any time you can stop the ship. Jump off. Come on. Okay, can we climb this? And do missions and things. So there's no... You're not trapped on the ship. It's very good. I think, honestly, the game is very good in a lot of ways. So there is a little bit of repetition here and there, which, I mean, there's repetition in terms of forts and stuff, but they are slightly different, but at the same time it is repetition. So up here, what have we got nearby? Okay. God damn it. Okay, zoom in. There we go. So we have a warehouse we can rob. That's something small. We have Shylax the Fair. And that's a evil cult member I could go and try and eliminate. We got a mission. We got a bunch of stuff we can do. So many things you can do. So many different objectives. Military camps. And it's kind of like it is the Assassin's Creed, which is taken from Far Cry, the formula of open world checklist. So much stuff where you just collect a couple chests or you kill, you know, some boss sort of dude. And then some of the bigger forts, you kill more dudes and there's tombs and things. And there's your Eagle Point things, which unveil everything. Well, just sort of unveil all the objectives. And you have animals to kill as well, and question marks, things to find out, discover these things. And again, The Witcher 3 used the question marks, so it's hardly a bad system. It's just that the world is so large and there's so much to do. And some of it, you know, there's lots of it that is similar. It's just that you change, as is the variety in open world games. It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. And it offers you many different ways to do things, so they go, that's variety. We've offered you the same challenge 100 times, but you can do it different ways. Each time you can do it different. Which the player doesn't do it different, so they blame the game for not having variety. It is what it is. And it's not unreasonable on the player to expect a bit more juice to each encounter. Oh, I got bounties. Lots and lots of different arms. I was going to go. The cultist. Okay, so like every Assassin's Creed game pretty much, you have a whole group of people you got to hunt down and kill. You got to look for clues so you can get to the final one. I haven't killed them all. I did in Origins, but in Odyssey I kind of got bored. So one of the things that, because I played Origins a lot, and then as soon as Odyssey came out, I got the Ultimate version, and then I played that, and then the DLCs, you know, took a little while to come out, so I didn't expect too much of them, to be honest. And I stopped halfway through the story, because the story hits a kind of a lull point, and then it picks up later on. But I just kind of, meh. So I left the game, DLCs all came out, most of them. And then I came back and played the DLCs and they were freaking awesome. So the Atlantis DLCs and Elysium, they're just so good. I wish I could fast travel there, can I? Let's see here at this triangle thingy. Let's go here. You can always fast travel. The boat, you can teleport it via ports. So it's not... The boat doesn't feel like a heavy shackle that you have to carry with you, but some of the combat encounters are quite challenging. So it is worthwhile just to, you know, get across the water as quick as you can. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And the parkour system is still, you know, it's not really challenging, to be perfectly honest. Because you just hold one button and get it all done. There's a lot of mythos in terms of the, you know, Assassin's Creed universe stuff that is interwoven into the mythological aspects of this game. I appreciate that. I honestly found that, you know, the most enjoyable part. Oh, I can't teleport? Where would I go? So that's a very, very interesting place, and the DLC is in a different realm thing, and I don't know how to get back there. I'm sure there's a way. Petrified Temple, maybe? Whatever. Teleport somewhere else. There you go. Difficulty, I am on hard difficulty, if I recall. So it is quite a challenging game at times, but you do get lots of options. You can do stealth, which is Assassin's Creed standard, and you can do melee, and you can do ranged. I did ranged in Origins and found it was, you know, made things a bit trivial at times. But melee, it's good. I use fire, and fire is good fun. So I have a flaming sword, just, you know, to be cool. Maybe. You got the eagle for scouting, marking enemies. Yep. Where are you? Come on. You can change weapon. You have 2 weapon slots. Alright, how do I call the horsey? No, that's not it. Whatever. There's numerous interesting missions. Some very, very spicy missions, must be said, in Assassin's Creed Origins. So again, if you're getting this for a person you deem to be not ready for this sort of certain encounters, you don't see much, like, in terms of explicit actual anything. You don't really see anything, to be perfectly honest. But it's kind of implied in a way that's way too obvious to sweep under the rug. Oh, should buy supplies. One of the things that, you know, you do end up buying a lot of supplies for your stupid ship, which again, I don't want to waste my money on that stuff. This is fine. It's always worth buying soft leather and wood. There's a bit of grind, no doubt about that. So that'll cost that much to get it up. 27 grand! And then to upgrade the armor. Maybe it's just worthwhile getting the sword up. I mean, all I do is burn damage anyway. It doesn't matter too much. You have engraving, so you can change the modifiers on one slot. So here's an example here. So you can add like poison damage to this one, which does poison. Or you can do the... It's pretty damn good actually. So I might do... What have we got? Poison... You have so many you can add from all of these from legendary weapons I've found. Naturally, you have to find them to unlock the attachment for them, and there's other little challenges and things you can do.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Alright, there's a world leader nearby. There's chickens. Come on. I want to show you my horse. Oh. I can't remember how to summon the horse. Okay, let me check the controls. It's been a little while. Abilities. Where's the summon horse? I did it! There it is. And come on, come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on, 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 come on. There we go.
Let's go.
So yes, I have a magical looking horse that looks pretty goddamn sick. I mean, it's a unicorn. No, I'm not a brony or anything. Just that it looks good. The fire horse looks nice as well. So a lot of the game is just riding around these islands that are beautiful. I mean, let's not deny that. They are beautiful. And they're going to question marks, seeing what it is. If it's a bunch of enemies, you beat them up. Okay, so let's get off the horse. You can fight while on the horse. It's not the ideal way to do it unless you're doing ranged. These enemies are going to be quite strong, just because they do level scale. Oh god. Yeah, when I hit enemies, I hit like in a massive circle around me because of some buffs from the DLC. So I'm, you know, extremely powerful at this point. So you do become like a god, basically. Depending on your build, of course. So we have the assassination. I can use a bar on my special to inst it. And then the location is completed. So then you just move on to the next one. It's kind of a... I mean, it's not incredibly complex. Some of the missions are... Again, there's some interesting missions. Interesting side missions and main missions and things like that. That have a bit more humanity to them. And a bit more weirdness at times. So they're not all bland or anything like that. So... Alright. Oh, God, I'm stuck. But it's an absolutely beautiful game. Elysium, one of the DLC areas, is just stunning.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Okay, so again, you got your parkour. Oh, let's just Isn't that an enemy? What's that about? Okay, so you can recruit enemies if you want to take them down peacefully. So you can put them on your ship and use their different abilities to benefit the ship. Why are you burning? And some of the numbers get really big. So we're talking like 28,000 damage here, and headshots 105,000 damage. And you got the Spartan kick. You got some you got rage modes and things. I'm going to invincibility. Was there any enemies around? You got copious amounts of loot and chests and things like that. Oh, I don't see anyone. The money's called drachma. Would have known that, maybe. Anything in here worthwhile? So everything scales with you, so the challenge does, you know, increase as you play through the game. And you've got the follow road thing, so the horse can follow the road and you don't have to do anything. So you can just, okay, follow road. And it'll just chill. It's a massive world. There's so much, there's a bit of variety in the different areas. Not a huge amount. It's all just beautiful, really. The locals, for the most part, there are memorable side characters and interesting quests. Your main character has a personality. I think this is a big part of the game that I think is a big positive. Cassandra, which I played through, she's really good. And she's really interesting. I like the way that she approaches situations and how it's, you can understand how she perceives things, and you can make decisions in conversations that have different outcomes and things like very strange things at parties and stuff. And lots of the quests, you do have a choice as to how things unfold. Not all of them, of course, just, you know. These people won't get off the road. But yeah, it's a tremendous game. I really enjoyed the DLCs, the Atlantis and Elysium and Hades, going into Hell and that. So I can recommend those ones. I haven't played through the other DLCs though, so I can't recommend those. I really can't say. But at this point, you're probably getting the gold, you know, the full edition for quite cheap. So maybe it's worthwhile because you do get, you know, all of them. And the game still looks fabulous. This is only a PlayStation 4 version. They didn't do a PlayStation 5 version, but they did a PlayStation 4 Pro upgrade, so you get the benefits. I mean, some of the benefits. I mean, it just looks great. And there is wildlife you can hunt and things like that, but it's not really... You tend not to waste too much time doing that. Early on, yes, but later on you won't. Horseback archery is worthwhile. And let's go somewhere interesting. Oh, I wanted to show you that. Okay, let's go... Where have we got one? Each area has a balance of power. And you can, you know, sabotage one side to help the other. It doesn't matter, you can just keep doing it again and again and again. And you can trigger conquest battles. So I want to see if I have any. No. You can see the bars on the right. So that's how sort of leaned it is. And then which faction is in control. It doesn't really affect too much, depending on which faction. Honestly, it doesn't really have too much bearing on... So this one's weakened. So we could finish it off, but no, it might take a little bit of time. Weakened there, fortified. So this is the land of... Oh, I'll go here first. I should run to the hot gates. That'd be pretty nice, actually. So there are other locations from 300. So there's a bit of that linking with the Spartans. And your father's a Spartan, and it's, you know, there's a bit of connection there, which is quite interesting. So it's really it's a miracle you survived in a situation in your youth. So you track down your parents, try and find out, you know, find your place in the world. You make your friends. You have your group on the pirate on your ship. Then we're in Sparta. There is underwater. Stop looking at our underpants. Stop it. Stop that. Amazing. These people are magical. Look at them. These people. These are magical people. Oh my goodness. He's standing on air. Whoa, whoa. He is... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. His feet. They're in the ground. Oh my goodness. The rock's too heavy, mate. You're stuck in the ground. It is a massive game and there's a lot of NPCs and there's going to be little graphical issues here and there, but for the most part, performance-wise, I didn't have any issues. Oh, I can just randomly stab people as well. You don't want to kill the civilians, but you Because you still have the background of Assassin's Creed, which is the... Oh, God damn it. I was looking at his feet. No, I wasn't... No, to see if they're in the ground. Oh, come on. Everyone is in bare feet, so if that's kind of a thing, you know, if that matters to you. Hopefully it doesn't. Who knows? Look, I'm in the flowers. Got that. So yeah, you can be desynchronized. So again, it does have the thing that everyone dislikes most. Oh, there it is, portals. So let's go to Elysium because it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. I'll show you these because I really, really, really like them. You can be desynchronized, which means you are a person playing as a character in the past in a machine that has the memories of the person, and then like you can go through it and then live it like it's the present when it's the past, and then it's a magical thing and it links, and then you can do the Assassin's Creed jargon, Assassin's Creed garbage. I mean, that's always been the weakest part of the game, is the whole linking in modern times aspect, because they never came out with a modern Assassin's Creed where you're in modern times and you have assassin abilities, then they're actually useful. So that's what they keep... It's like they've been teasing at that for years, that they'll do it, but they just haven't had the stones. And, you know, Ubisoft. What do you expect? Alright, so this is Elysium. Why am I getting quest completed? I've been here before. So this is a place that Hades made for his reluctant wife. And, it's beautiful. I mean, the water looks fabulous. And it's just beautiful. Yeah, so I really like this DLC. This is kind of where I'm... if the main missions start to bore you, this is when I decided, you know what, I'll just do the DLC, see if that's any good. And it was. So it's like, just tremendous.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so look at that horse. It's fine. I'll let it live for today. So yeah, if you ever get sick of the main missions and you think they're a bit tedious and hunting the cult's a bit of a pain in the ass, you do the DLC and it's just such a breath of fresh air. It's tremendous. I really, really, you know, it really surprised me how good the DLC is. And it isn't a small area, you know. I mean, compared to the big map it is, but... So we got... I'm going to go over that. I'm going to talk about that next. I know it's going to get there. I'm going to show you each of these areas. And then we're going to talk about some of the problems. So overall, I do recommend the game. I think it's an 8 out of 10. It's wonderful. I think it's fabulous. Again, people say it's just open world, regurgitation, all this stuff. But I think it's really good. And I really had a great time. There's no way I can't recommend it. It's just a great experience. Again, if you played lots of Origins or Valhalla, maybe you don't want to do it because you've played lots of Assassin's Creed. I think if I didn't play any Origins, I think Odyssey would be even better. But I did play a lot of Origins, and Origins is so beautiful. And then Odyssey is so beautiful. And then we get to Valhalla, and then it looks like shit. So this is the underworld, which is, you know, decrepit and scary and... how much? There we go, let's keep... I'll just keep running. My magical horse can spawn in any realm. Oh, I can show you some of my different outfits for the horse real quick, just because it looks cool. You can't change the... Can you? No, you can't change the look of your... Oh, you can. They added a different look thing later on. So this wasn't in the base game, so this is something they added later. Or I just missed it completely. It's fine. I look fine. I'll change. So I do have a Hell Horse, Orphanax, Aberax, and I got some basic ones. And one of the early ones I got was the Unicorn. So let's do this one because it suits. Can you... Sorry, mate. I just need to summon a new horse. Yep. There you are.
Let's move.
So yeah, just to suit the, you know. Oh, no roads nearby. So this is a scary area, you know, where it's totally dynamically different from every other area in the game. And you see a lot of the ghosts of the... Well, pretty much everyone's a ghost of the dead. I mean, they're all dead, so they're ghosts of the living ghosts. And it's such a different place. It's a totally different feeling. And we've got the Lake of Blood. And all these wandering lost souls. Suffering. So yeah, it's a totally different place. Offers, you know... Oh, bloody dogs. Oh my goodness, my horse! Somehow they can be killed by fire. Makes no sense.
Vamos, away.
Alright, so now we've done this terrible place. It's a very interesting area. Look at that smile. Now we go to the best one of all. So you do have to progress through the DLCs to get to the third one. So you need to do episode 1, 2, and 3 of this arc to do these 3 different areas. But the story's really good. I really like the DLC story. The main story, again, it does have its moments where it sort of deviates away. And ultimately, you do have to push it forward yourself, which is like any open world game. Sometimes it doesn't, you know, it's not dragging you there. You've got to put in the work and push forward on your own. So it's like, ugh. Sometimes it's like that. But again, it's all about how you approach it, how you like the variability of the combat and the growth of your character, the RPG elements, which there is a post-leveling system where you can do, you know, more specific stuff. So I'll show you that first. We're not shipping anyone. Okay. We've got the... Where is it? Ability points. It's here, isn't it? So the mastery levels where you can, you know, target specific bonuses. So one of the things I do is elemental build up so I can get things on fire quicker. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. So now we're in... Yes. We're in Atlantis. That's a teleporter. But yeah, here's Atlantis. I'll do this. So it's stunning, I think. Absolutely stunning. The only thing I think lets the game down a tiny bit is I do want to be able to fly. Like, I remember the wax wings back in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 2. You know, that you can glide, but I feel like flying would be great. I know we fly as the bird, but I'd love to fly as the character. And the game sort of needs that sometimes, but at other times it's just great to see. And the bird can get too far away from you, so when it returns it does take like a whole second to load. But yeah, I think Atlantis is absolutely stunning. And that's where the DLC sort of like completely won me over, because it was stuck in the desolation of Hades, and it was just like, oof. And then it's just so beautiful. See, it takes a second to load once you go too far away. Combat, it's interesting, and again, it's not. It seems a little bit intimidating in comparison to previous games. It's very different. The whole dodge, you just dodge a lot and then just spam your abilities. And you got the ability bar that builds up as you beat up enemies, and there's some abilities that are much better than others. You're better off only having a couple, in my view, rather than having lots of them and having them weak. Just specialize in a couple, find the ones you like and stick with those. The different weapon types, that's what I'll actually do as well. So you have a whole bunch of different weapons you can try, different weapon styles. So you got your swords, your daggers, you got big heavy weapons, and you got your axes, you got your staffs, you got your spears. So you do have a variety in terms of just the melee, and the bows all have different styles as well. So you got the swift, and the Hades bow, and the different abilities you can do with those as well. You do have to craft arrows, but again, they're pretty cheap. You do have lots of lore picking up off the ground and that sort of information. I just tend not to sweat that too much unless it's directly related to the cult. So the mercenaries thing I can show you, it's kind of like these guys have a bounty on you and they hunt you down. It's nothing terribly amazing, but it's okay. It's good that there's always new ones, so they never run out. So there's always more enemies chasing after you, and they've got different, abilities and things, and they can be quite challenging. So you've got to be on your toes at times. Early on, you will want to avoid a lot of the mercenaries. I've done all the quests, so. Alright, let's go back. Back to... Why do I do that? Okay, let's talk about the... Alright. It's a tremendous game, 8 out of 10. Highly recommend. Now let's talk about the problems. Yes, this is the Yep, there's more. All of this is purchasable with Helix credits balance, which is you earn. I've got 100 hours playthrough on this character and I'm at 200. So yeah, you're not going to earn much of that. Or any of that at all, really. It just comes from the thing. So you do this. So I didn't do this, but you can. I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy microtransactions in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Don't do it. Yeah. Cop that. Yeah. So they got time savers. You can get some materials. Oh, a boost. Boost, oh, that's so good. Oh, the complete map pack. Oh, the ancient tablet map. Oh, the legendary. Oh my goodness, you can get all this stuff there. These time savers are so good. Yeah, just don't. I'm begging you, don't. Just don't do it. Seriously, just don't. These stupid packs, this stupid monetization, I tell you, is just it. Yeah, monetization is shit. There's a lot of grinding in the game, but once you work out that you can buy all the resources and it's not too hard to earn money because you just sell a couple weapons, later on your weapon's worth huge amounts of money. You just don't worry about it. What's this? Yeah, that's totally unrealistic. Do. So this is kind of where, you know, this is pretty goddamn magical. And this is Atlantis, where Poseidon, you know, rules, and it's freaking sick. But you go to God of War Ragnarok and bloody stupid Asgard's just a little shanty town. Lazy. Lazy, I tell you. Whatever. Whew. Oh, let's go a boat. So yeah, apart from the monetization, fantastic game, and I highly recommend it. Alright, let's go. So yeah, if you didn't play it, if you were hesitant to play it, you thought, oh, just another Assassin's Creed game, and I'm like, well, I recommend you give it a go. Again, the combat can be, it's a bit different, so maybe you'll take a little while to get used to it. Maybe you'll just do a poison build or a fire build and keep it simple. You become so powerful later on, it's crazy. And, you know, there's lots of different armor sets. There's lots of different combinations of abilities you can go for. Out of the way, boat. For some reason you can boost while piloting a small boat. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but... yeah. Is there anything else to say? There's a lot of little daily contracts and things and quests and stuff you can do, but don't sweat them too much. Just do what you want to do and explore the world at your pace. It's worthwhile doing some of the missions, the main missions early on, definitely, and then as you move to the more open section, you can do what you like. It does take a little while to level up at times, but other times it's quick. So again, doing the easier objectives to level up, to farm levels, is a good idea. And then looking for gear. The best gear is from the cult members, so you do need to kill the cult members to get the best gear. Some of them are at certain levels. There's ways to cheese enemies, even if they're like 20 levels higher than you. You can still kill them, so it just takes a little bit longer. So like using fire or poison arrows. Poison arrows would be a great way to go about it. And you can shoot arrows through walls with some abilities, so... okay, let's just get back. Climb up. There's lots and lots of loot on the ground. Again, try not to sweat it too much, but... and yeah, I like the personality of the main character. She's good. She's a good hero, and you know she has a different role. I'm not going to spoil the mythos, but it's interesting. I like it. That's a pretty good shot there. Oh, let's do. So yeah. It's a PS4 game, but it looks amazing. Who would have thought? open world games could look so beautiful. It is such a thing. Yeah, this has been FrostyFire10, telling you all about a game I really like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I hope you give it a go. If you haven't given it a go, if you gave it a go and then you stopped playing, I hope you come back and try the DLC if you have the Ultimate Edition. I hope you get it cheap. It should be cheap by now. This is why they keep releasing new games, so the old ones are cheap, so you can actually save money on a quality purchase. There are Minotaurs and Cyclops and things. They're very rare in the normal playthrough, the mythological stuff, and it's the DLC where they really go, oh my goodness, and you see all this amazing things, and it's like, oh, I kind of feel like the game could have used a lot more mythological aspects interwoven into the main story, but they do want to ground it in reality somewhat. For the integration of the Espergo, the bloody memory chamber thingy. But yeah. It's beautiful. Alright. Like and subscribe. All that jargon. I'll catch you next time. It's been FrostyFire10. Thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.